The way we view the world and what we understand of it can greatly impact the way we interact with it. After all, the way we act and behave is based on the information that we collect and interpret. What then, if our worldview is fundamentally wrong? Many people don't know what the world situation is like. This is perfectly justifiable, as news outlets may push a specific perspective to propagate an agenda. At the same time, the world is a huge place that is constantly changing. However, many of us still view it in the same way. Oftentimes, we see a divide between the people that live here and us versus them mentality that harms more than helps. This can be seen in the division between East and West, along with developed and developing countries. The fact of the matter is that these distinctions, or mega misconceptions, don't matter anymore, even though most people still think they do. Positivity culture can be overbearing and ignore real structural issues, but being negative all the time is damaging as well. Thanks to the ready availability of news and information at our fingertips, we are experiencing an oversaturation of knowledge. Because of this, our brains have a lot of data to process. Unfortunately, we tend to focus on the bad things in life rather than the good. The truth is, the world has advanced and improved at an unprecedented pace. Life is much better for more people across the board. While catastrophic events still happen, in general, our experiences now are far richer than in the past, with people being less poor and more educated than before. One of the biggest issues being trotted out as something to worry about is overpopulation. With the number of people that will be living on planet Earth expecting to boom by 2050, how will we feed all these people? Our reasons to be afraid might not be as justified as we thought. While the world population might go above 10 billion in the near future, it may stabilize at around 11 billion. An upward trend may not always go up, as graphs may trick us into believing. This huge number is also hard to truly fathom, which inspires innate fear. However, this may only be an overreaction. We're all used to stereotypes. These generalizations help us to make sense of the world around us, fitting everything into neat and mutually exclusive boxes. But when has this proven to be accurate? Generalizations can be harmful because they ignore context. Statistics and bad word choices also do the same thing. If something goes up by 100%, it doubles and it sounds like a lot. But it may only be going up from 1% to 2%. Similarly, when you hear that 4 million babies died last year, you'd be devastated. But try to compare that to the 14.4 million in 1950 and you'll see a significant difference in your perception of it. The world is a very complicated place. We see and interact with it in different ways, and this only makes things even more complicated. When you remember that there are at least 7 billion other people in addition to yourself, you will start to see why it's important to consider other perspectives. The best way to do this is by exposing yourself to different cultures,